If you're interested in equality in society, if you're interested in the law, if you like examining complex questions, if you're interested in social justice, human rights might be the program for you. My name is Dr. Christy Kenyon. I am the program director in the Human Rights program at the University of Winnipeg. I do research at the intersection of health and human rights and civil society, looking at the ways that people activate, the terms that they use in their activism, and how we turn rights on paper into rights in practice, because that's what really matters for all of us. If you want to study human rights, we are the only undergraduate program in Western Canada. But not only are we such a unique program, I think Winnipeg really is the place to study human rights. Because if you want to study human rights, you want to be in a place where there's critical mass of these conversations and in a place where there's acknowledgement of the fact that we do have a ways to go, that we have challenges in this city. The ideal place is not being removed from those challenges, but being in the thick of the city, being walking distance to the legislature. I took my class there last week. Being adjacent to community organizations, being in the city where we have the Canadian Museum for Human Rights, where we have the National Centre for Truth and Reconciliation. We are having these conversations here. So if you're interested in human rights in Canada, the University of Winnipeg is really an obvious choice to me. Students doing a degree in human rights at the University of Winnipeg can expect a few things that are different from other programs. So as part of a degree, they'll take core human rights courses where they learn about laws within Canada, conventions internationally, and of course, practices of human rights. In addition to those core courses, they take elective courses in human rights, which cover particular aspects of human rights. So things like truth and reconciliation, human rights in conflict and post-conflict, Indigenous language rights, refugee rights, human rights and health is a course that I sometimes teach. And then they also take area courses where they're taking courses from a variety of different disciplines to try to get a sense of breadth, but also different perspectives. How do we look at complex problems from a variety of different lenses coming from different fields of study? This is an interdisciplinary program. You're taking courses from different fields as well as human rights. You have students from different fields in your classes. So some of the skills that come from this are learning how to talk and to listen across disciplines, but also across cultures and life experiences. Being able to work in a team where you can speak to an environmental biologist, where you can speak to a sociologist, where you can listen to a lawyer and understand and be understood and work together, I think is a really critical skill. I would also say critical thinking. Being able to analyze new pieces of legislation, new policies, practices, how to apply this human rights knowledge and lens to things that you see around you in your day-to-day life, in your workplace, and being able to ask those critical questions. We're really, really interested in experiential learning and the practical elements in our degree, and there's a few ways that we do this. The most dramatic way is through the practicum program. We have the option of a 3 or a 6 credit practicum that can be done locally or internationally, where you do real human rights work. And those are a great opportunity to see how the things you learned in the classroom play out in practice, and also to get some of those connections and hands-on experience that can lead to a career. Undergraduate students here have so much more opportunity to be involved in research than if you were at a bigger university. When I hire research assistants, they're usually undergraduate students, and they do a fantastic job of contributing to those projects. And it's really also wonderful to see them develop skills through that and see those connections to the next job that they want to do or the master's program that they want to apply to. Quite a lot of students go on to do policy work in government. Sometimes people will go very local and they'll work with community organizations. We have a recent graduate who's working with IRCOM, the Immigration and Refugee Community Organization of Manitoba. Some are working with resettlement organizations. Some people go into teaching, and teaching is such an important profession in terms of changing the narratives that we tell about human rights. We do also see a number of students that go on to further education after our degrees. Law school, peace and conflict studies, transitional justice, gender studies. Some do a second degree in human rights. My number one piece of advice to students is go to office hours at least once for every class that you take. Get to know your profs. When there are opportunities to do a research assistantship or a teaching assistantship, apply for those. Get the most experiences that you can while you're here, and also make those connections where people can help refer you to your next opportunity. In a lot of ways, what we're trying to do is figure out what a good society is and how to get there. And human rights at its core is about how we treat each other and how we get along. So if you're curious about these things and you want to be someone who's pushing for change, who's putting change in place, this is really the place to start from.